Good morning. This is Billy Joe. So this pick a card reading was suggested by a viewer. I had put out a community post asking for pick a card readings or readings regarding soul growth. And she pretty much the only one who actually had a suggestion. So if you have suggestions, go ahead and put them down in the comments. I would love to see your feedback. But this one is finding your self-love and building your self-esteem. So I have 3 piles for you. Pile 1 is with the green opal. Pile 2 is with the fluorite. And pile 3 is with the labradorite. Also, if you need a personal reading, all information is down in the description box for prices, types of readings, how to contact me, how to make payment, etc., etc. Of course, my email address is moongoddess114433@gmail.com. And also, there's a link down there to check out my Patreon page, and another link down there for a free crystal giveaway for the 3 crystals. That is still going on. You do have to pay shipping and handling. So let's go ahead and get these moved out of the way. Now, when you do schedule a reading, do know that I don't do any work on Saturdays. That is a day I set aside for just me and my divine masculine. That's the day that we spend together. We are in union. Even though he's in prison, I still consider us in union because we are in constant contact, and the love it's equal give and take. So anyways, this pick a card deck one for those that picked the green opal. Let's look and see the keys to your self-love and building your self-esteem. Okay. So what cards do you have? You have friendship. It says, I understand that a friend is in my life for a reason. Guilt. I release any beliefs that no longer assist in my soul's growth. Also, I think I want to put it out here also. It doesn't matter what pile you pick. Spirit is telling me there's going to be some triggers. So there is a trigger warning. I think I should put in the title. Hope I remember. Pillar of light. Your vibration is rising. You are the oracle. Eight of Cups. The Devil. And 4 of Wands. And I also have a crystals card for you. It says Obsidian. And I'll read that to you in a while. Okay. I gotta take a drink. Y'all, it's early here in Arkansas. I needed a drink of my coffee. As my granddaughter says, it's coffee time. I'm sure she got that off of something. Okay. Spirit. Okay. Group 1. So it looks like you have been going through an awakening, those that picked this one, if that resonates with you. If y'all that picked pile 1, you'll know if it resonates with you if you've been going through an awakening. You have actually physically walked away from situations, from people, from temptations that no longer serve you. Some of you may have been, I'm hearing, alcoholics, and you've actually sobered, and you are now a recovering alcoholic or recovering drug addict. There's something in your life, even if it's not one of those 2 things, there's things in your life that's pretty much been strong temptation for you, whether you're at parties, get-togethers. It may even just be gossip I'm hearing, but there's something that's a strong temptation for you that you have always done, and you've walked away from that behavior pattern. You've even walked away. And the friendship card here, I'm getting a really strong sense of those that picked pile one. Um, you've walked away from certain friendships. Some of them have been friendships that you've had forever. I'm hearing for some of you, it's not even friendships. Some of them, it's actual family members, people that's blood related to you. You've had to, and it may be your fathers, it may be your mothers, it may be your sisters, it may be your cousin on down the road, but somewhere you've had to block some people out of your life. Literally take your phone and block their number, because it brings up so much anger and hurt within you. Some of you, the guilt card, I'm just seeing, I see all the red and the orange and the blue and purple and everything. But right now the red is picking out for me. And for some of you, you've had to block certain people due to you're trying to better yourself. You're trying to grow. You're trying to open up your consciousness and elevate to higher, dimensions, and you're trying to ascend. And it's hard because these same people keep messaging you and or calling you, and every time they do, it like brings up this past anger and this past pain, and you're trying to purge that. So you realize that they are actually, some of them I'm hearing narcissistic. For other of them, it's just they haven't walked away from these behavior patterns that you've walked away from. And so you're stuck right now between knowing you're doing what you should be doing, knowing that you're doing what's best for you, and yet feeling guilty about it. Okay. Feeling, like, oh, I'm going to have to message them back, or I'm going to have to actually answer the phone, or I'm going to have to stop by them. No. Spirit says that you are the pillar of light. Your vibration is rising because, you're the one who's, look at this beautiful card. See how she's ascending? See that light underneath her? That's showing how much she has ascended, how much she's grown. Look at that. I mean, that light on each side kind of looks like angel wings to me. And it's letting you know that, it doesn't matter how bad they try to tear you down, or how bad anyone tries to make you feel bad about walking away from situations, or how many times someone tries to bring up your past. Know that you are a ray of light. I mean, I'm just hearing you're this ray of light. You have this huge heart that just vibrates to everybody. And the more you vibrate to other people, it shifts more. Like it's like a pebble thrown in a pond. You vibrate to those in your immediate area, and then they vibrate even further, like a gong just vibrating outwards. Your obsidian card says, what is it? Obsidian is a black volcanic glass. Before the internet, before artificial intelligence, before kitten food delivering drones, like way back, early Homo sapiens, we're getting it done with obsidian tools, capable of holding an extremely sharp edge. Obsidian scalpels are used in surgeries today. Who needs it? Anyone looking to cut out negative people and patterns from their lives. Or Scorpios. Wow, that fits in with this reading so well. That was really unexpected, and it's great to know. I really didn't know that about obsidian. Wow, because I don't know, personally for me, I've been trying to cut out negative people from my life, and it's really hard to do that, especially if it's a family member. Where to put it? In your pocket, like a concealed weapon against bad vibes. That's awesome. I'm gonna start carrying my obsidian in my pocket, and hold it up like a shield, like Captain America. You cannot get to me. When to use it. When thinking positively seems out of the question, when dark forces are at work, dig in, arm yourself with obsidian, and throttle back. Protect your soul. I love that very last sentence. It says, protect your soul. And it's in bold lettering. I mean, that's awesome. So, just know that this is supposed to be for self-love and self-esteem growth. And I really, those that picked pile 1, I really see that you're doing the best thing for you. And the only other thing I'm hearing is maybe celebrate you. You need to celebrate your growth. I don't mean if you're a recovering alcoholic to go get drunk. No, 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 no. There's other ways to celebrate. Maybe, paint a picture, or go visit the dog pound and love on some animals and give them some love. That is, animals are so good at vibrating the energy of love and devotion. And it just makes you feel so amazing. And if you have to go visit every day to love on these animals, it just makes you feel so fuzzy and warm and delicious every day. That wonderful warm feeling. Do that. Go hug up on some dogs or some cats. Go play with some cats. Go to nature and soak up some of that grounding energy. Just know that you are, and this card right here even says that you're an oracle. So if you've been wanting to play around with some tarot cards, go buy you a deck and actually, start shuffling them. I know when I shuffle my cards, that's when I can really tune in and think, and I can actually, it's like I channel better. So, yeah, just release and purge any guilt that you have. Purge especially the anger of whoever it is you're trying to cut out. If you feel anger, go into some meditation. It is okay to cry. Crying is part of purging that anger. You can't hold it in. You're going to have to let it go. And the best way to heal it is to release it. You have to look at it. You have to recognize it. You have to recognize, you're not being an ugly person. You're not being, unsympathetic. You're not, you do not have to keep giving these people a chance after chance after chance. If they can't accept you for your growth, if they can't accept you for yourself, continue walking your authenticity and just say bye. Okay? It's that simple. You can't continue letting them bring their social programming and their temptations into your life. You've got to celebrate your own growth. Okay? So I hope that resonated. If it did, please like, share, comment, subscribe. I'm going to get moved on to those that picked pile 2. Hi, those of you that picked pile 2 with the fluorite. My fluorite's a little banged up. I'm always moving my stones around. This one's a little banged up, I think. And I love fluorite. I just think fluorite is so beautiful. Okay, so let's look into self-love and your journey to building your self-esteem. Now, I do want to tell you, I told with a pile 1, Spirit told me before I even looked at the cards, there could be trigger warnings, and that's with all these piles, so I'm going to have to warn every single pile. There might be trigger warnings, but that's good. It's good to be triggered, because then you're working on something. You know where to purge. So your cards, we have health. I will honor the physical vessel that enshrines my soul. Grief, I understand that losing something is an opportunity to appreciate it. Play, have fun, celebrate, don't be so serious. King of Pentacles. Ace of Pentacles. Knight of Swords. And your crystal card is hematite. We'll get to that in a little bit. So let me look here and see while I sip on my coffee. Spirit, spirit in the air. Tell me what you have here. Okay. So, I'm picking up an energy of course, we got the health here. And it talks about, health card talks about your physical vessel, your avatar. For those of you who don't know, I'm someone who believes that our 3D, our third dimensional selves are actually avatars, because we are souls that have a body. I kind of vision things as my higher self, my true self, is up playing a video game, and the avatar that I'm in, the body I'm in at the time, is what's in the video game. My poor higher self, let me tell you, let me just go ahead and tell you, if I was to pick, in retrospect, this would probably be my deck if I was picking decks, because it speaks strongly to me of health issues and feeling overcome and sad and grieving what could have been if I didn't have my health issues. I am what is considered morbidly obese. I'll put that out there right now. That's why most of the time I don't put my face on there. Part of my self-growth is I'm having to learn to love even my avatar. And I'm just like, oh, sometimes I picture, like if I was playing a video game, my higher self, and I picture the Mario Brothers, and my poor higher self trying to get me to jump on something or run. That's got to be exhausting, because I'm not going to do it. I really, really, no, I'm not going to do it. And, I love Lizzo, because she helps build up people who are overweight. Let them know, yes, I am a goddess, baby. Let me continue telling myself that. So let's get on with your reading. But that speaks to me, and that may have helped you. But I'm seeing, you got the King of Pentacles here. Every time I get this deck out on a reading, you'll know I'm going to point out that big, delicious looking chocolate cake and that glass of wine he's got in his hand. He got some beef over here. It's a bull, y'all. Now, and there's a dog, but I don't eat dogs. But I have some dogs. You can probably hear them in the background. They're barking. And then this Ace of Pentacles. She looks to me, here's the cat is. He's licking his paws after drinking this bowl of milk. And here she is holding up this pentacle, looking at it like, look at that delicious big cookie right there. I'm going to take a big, huge bite out of this cookie. And it's going to make me feel spectacular. But actually, after we bite into that big cookie, and look at this girl. She's not drinking her glass of champagne or wine or whatever that is. No, she's taking a huge bath in it. So, I'm just sensing a lot. I know with my weight issues, I have polycystic ovarian syndrome, which is the main issue that has caused my obesity, my diabetes, my heart disease, and then now I have gout, sleep apnea, it's just like, oh, and it's like, I feel funny being the one advising other people on this issue, because I know the journey with this issue is so difficult for me. But I think we're going to have to, I think, it's not that I think, I know, we're going to have to get up, and we have the Knight of Swords here. The Knight of Swords is an action card. We're going to, have to, and I say we, because those that resonate with this pile, I'm in with you. I'm completely in with you. We're going to have to actually get motivated. The Ace of Pentacles, we're going to have to get motivated to get up out of this damn chair. My work, my day job, I don't consider this my job. I consider this like my second job. And I do consider this a job. Because it's more exhausting than my day job. Because I'm reading energies. For this job, I'm sitting down, right? For my day job, most of the time, I'm sitting down. I do have to go up to different patients' rooms because I do work in a very good size hospital. But my hospital, there's like 4 floors, 3 towers, and every time I have to go, and I have to go on down all those halls to go see all the different patients. And I sign them up for Medicaid or financial assistance if they don't have insurance. And I know there's times that I've actually called my advocate or my boss, and I was like on hall 3, tower 3, which is way over in bumfucked Egypt. And I'll call like, man down, tower 3, hall 3, come get me, bring a gurney. But seriously, I do get up a little bit. But for the most part, my job is sedentary, however you say that word. So this is telling me that those of you that's like me, and I do grieve because I think, I could probably breathe better. I have breathing issues. I would breathe so much better. I miss being able to breathe without gasping or having that raspy sound, because I think about how I could run after my grandchildren better, if I wasn't so big. This is telling me I'm going to have to get up off my ass. I really don't want to. I hate exercising because my hips and my back and everything hurt so freaking bad. But I know I'm going to have to keep continuing to push forward to actually get the weight off. And I have to get the weight off. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. I'm going to have to do it. And those of you that's on this journey as well, that this resonates with, I'm just getting this idea we could actually motivate each other. Although that would entail me having to get my fat ass on camera. But hey, actually, I don't mind. I have a huge butt, and I like it. Bump, 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 bump. No, I'm just kidding. Okay, so let's look at your crystal card. Hematite. It says what it is. Hematite is a metallic charcoal that takes its name from the Greek word for blood. Oh, and health issues too. Like blood, it's full of iron. And like blood, hematite moves the good to where you need it and takes the bad away from where you don't. Who needs it? Anyone stagnating or spun out on something like a new crush or a lifelong existential dilemma. Where to put it? Wherever you are when you realize it's time to come back to earth. When to use it, when you feel stuck, when it's that moon time, Those of you who don't know what a moon time is, it's your menstrual, honey child. Because back in the old days, women were taught to follow their menstrual by the moon. They were taught to actually celebrate their menstrual cycle. Before social programming kicked in, it was like, ew! It's actually a good thing to have a menstrual cycle. Okay, let's go back. When you want to pull energy from the earth below and use it to make big things happen, align to your wholeness. Look at that. Align to your wholeness. And, after all this talk about being over, I do want to tell you that it took a long time, but now when I look in the mirror, you don't even want to look in the mirror. But now when I look in the mirror, I actually see someone who's beautiful. I see the light that radiates inside me. I know that I help other people. I know that other people look at me and think, like there's this woman at my day job at the hospital who her cubicle is next to mine, and she's a big woman too. But when I look at her, I'm going to tell you something. She's one of the most beautiful women that I have ever seen in my life. Her name is Deidre. And she is absolutely beautiful. Devastatingly so. But she's so big like I am. And I'm like, now, why can't I look cute like that? Why my fat not look cute? Lizzo, she's, just about everyone has listened to at least one of Lizzo's songs. Maybe not everyone. There's some people that don't like hip hop or rap or new age music, whatever. There are some people who's actually not listened to her. But if you haven't, just go ahead and look her up. Because she's a big girl and she's absolutely gorgeous. And she sends a message to, she's going to love who she is. She don't care what the world thinks of her. And very uplifting for other women like us. Or if you're a man that's has health issues, or my health issues is obesity that causes other health issues. But yeah, I mean, so what's helped me is I had to stop and think, because spirits tell me, how you see Deidre is how other people see you. They don't see a morbidly obese woman. They see someone who is like, damn, she carries herself well for being a big girl. And damn, she looks sexy. So just remember, there are people that wish they looked as good as you. So I'm going to get moved on to those that picked pile 3. Thank you so much for watching. Hi, y'all that picked pile 3 with the Labradorite. So, first off, I want to tell you that Spirit told me early on that there would be triggers. So that's your warning. I don't know. I don't remember, why. I know it was like at the very beginning before I even started with pile 1. It was like, I didn't even look at the cards yet. And it's like, you need to tell the piles there's going to be trigger warnings. Okay. There's your warning. There's your sign. Okay. So let's look at these. First, also, I want to tell you that I'm looking at the time. I know my camera shuts off at like 33 minutes or something. So pile 3 may be finished on another video, but I'll try to rush this in. I'm sorry, y'all. So the cards you got was patience. I accept that everything happens in divine order. That is so funny that y'all's the third pile and the video might cut off. Love. I commit to the practice of seeing the good in all things. Oh, I love the love card. Don't we all? Boundaries. Where do you need to establish better boundaries? Queen of Pentacles. Three of Wands. Five of Cups. And your crystal card is Tektite. So I actually have some Tektite here. Show you what it looks like in person. I didn't do this for none of the other decks, but I don't know why. So this is my Tektite that I have here. Okay. Let me look. Let me take a sip of my coffee and look and see what this tells me. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay, wow. Bet you'd like for me to tell you what I'm seeing. Yep. Y'all, this may cut into a next video. We'll just have to see. Okay. Those of you that's going to resonate with this pile, y'all are very nurturing individuals. Someone who just kind of, you're really good at accepting other people into your soul family, your soul tribe. You may consider them family, even if they're not blood related. You may have a sister that's not your born sister. And that's good. That you have all this love to give together. You have all this love to give, and you give it equally. I'm seeing someone who, if you're very generous. If you see someone, if it's cold outside and you see one of them people on the side of the Walmart drive-in, when you're driving into the Walmart parking lot and there's always someone there with a sign, and it's cold outside, you're going to go in and I'm actually seeing someone who's going to buy like a little throw blanket, maybe one of the little $5-10 throw blankets, maybe some apples and some bananas or something, or maybe something hot from the deli, and then you're going to go back outside and you're going to take it to them. When you're leaving, you're going to drop it off to that person that's got the sign. You're one of these people. And there's nothing wrong with that. I'm not saying, these people, like there's something wrong with it. There's nothing wrong with it. It's good to be generous. But you have to learn, when you're very generous and loving and nurturing like that, you have to realize there's people who are sharks. And they will take from you and take from you and take from you until you're exhausted. And then there's times where I'm seeing that you're so tired and exhausted, you can't have anyone take anything else from you. You need a break. Because if not, you will snap. It's like, I'm seeing like the cycle of take, snap, take, snap, because that, the universe and your body and your soul and everything is telling you have to pull back. You can't continue on this cycle. You cannot. You can't sit around and wait for other people to actually value you and appreciate you. You're going to have to set these boundaries.